Hey everybody, Will here. Emmy and I are going to help out with just some posts that I'm seeing about level 30 being really difficult, and it is really difficult in the latest adventures, the Harvest Moon adventures. So I'm just going to show you some of the ideas that I would use to attack this level. Um, so essentially, when it loads, you will see that the score target is really high. I think it's going to be 2,200 points. Let's hope that it comes up. There it is. Okay, so basically, what you're going to need to do here is, I would say, with 9 turns to work with, what you're going to want to do is start out by playing words 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you're going to need 4 words as long as you can find them. And the real trick to start is to make sure that you're placing the words that you're starting with, those first 4 words, in a way that the letters for your second word in that corner are useful. And what I mean by that is the longest word that I have on this rack is undone, right? So this is what I would like to play, but this isn't where I want to play it because so few words end in this U. So what I want to do is I'm going to start out by placing undone up here. It's not going to be easy to start a word with an E that goes down and gets all these 20-point golden tiles, but it's going to be a lot easier than ending a word with a U if I were to play this down low. And I don't want to get the golden tiles yet because I don't really know where I want to play them. So first I'm going to play undone. I'm going to put some bonus squares on the board wherever I can. I see that I've put a triple onto the board. And now I want to do my best to do a similar play in the lower corner of the board. So I want to try to start a word with a letter that's easy to end with, and that also goes kind of far into this part of the board. So one way I could do that, a C, I could get lucky and end in IC. That's not really great. An E is also a really good letter to end a word in. So I'm going to go ahead and play, I know this is an obscure word, but I'm going to go ahead and play anatic. And the reason for that is, again, this is as long as I can get. I'm getting 3 bonuses, a ton of triples. And now I can start laying the groundwork to... So now I'm going to try to target one of these columns that I think is likeliest to have a bunch of triples on it. And you can see this one, if I can get a 7-letter word here with a triple and a triple, and maybe I get lucky. Like right now, I have 3 triples in this row. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play polio here and hope that I'm going to hang on to this S at any cost. And now I'm going to start getting these 20 pointers as best I can. So let's see, how can I do that? Towage is a pretty good way to do that. Alternatively, if I really want to go for broke and try to draw another S, which you do need a little bit of luck on this level, I could go ahead and play stowage here, but I'm not going to do that just because this S is so valuable. I'm going to be really in trouble if I don't have it. So let's start with this and get 3 of these. And now my next objective is going to be to use any of those letters that I have left. Well, oh man, I almost have. So this is where, like, if I wanted to, I could simply, right now, if I wanted to, I could simply turn one of these, this I could turn this I into an A, and bingo right now for well over 4,000 points. let's see what happens if I do this. I mean, I didn't realize that I was going to get this beautiful S on this turn. So let's see what happens if I just do this first. Because I might get more triple words on that row too. Okay, so I didn't get that. And I didn't really get a great, I need a 4-letter word that lets me go all the way down here, which I didn't get. So essentially, I have a couple more turns to sort of work my way into getting a 4-letter word that lets me get one more 20-point cube, and then let's see what we have. If we can get a 7-letter word that starts with S, we're gonna win this. So let's just see what we get here first. Didn't get it. Again, if I wanted to, I could win at any time right now by turning this B, turning an E into an A. I could probably win this with Soroban at any time. I'm trying to do this without boosts for those that are curious. So I'm going to go ahead and use, I know this is kind of annoying, but I'm going to go ahead and use one of my 20-point tiles to get a new one in its place. And we're just going to keep going for that 7-letter word that starts with S. We have a few more turns to try to get it. Not quite. So let's just play off OE here and hope that these turn into triples. I might be able to do it even without that. Okay. So now here, definitely, I should be able to. So, I mean, all I have to do here is play Sootier, right, for 13,000 points. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to change my E that's only worth 1 point into a blank. So that did cost me 10 gems, but now I'm going to be able to play Sootier across all of these triples, and it's going to score 14,387 points. So clearly enough to reach the goal. And just keep in mind, like, I used gems here, but I had the setup just right. Like, I could have tried to duplicate this setup. And do it without using gems, but I decided, you know, in the interest of time, let's just go ahead and finish it off here. So there you go. That's level 30. That's how I would attack it. The key in the early going is make sure that you place letters in the corners of the board that allow you to play a second word that's long, right? So when you get that first word, getting some of those bonus squares onto the board, make sure the letter you pick to start that word lets you end a second word or start a second word easily in the other spot. So there you go. That's my advice on that level.